Okay, we're joined at this time by head coach Bill Clark and Telvin Brown, DeMarcus James, Eli Jenkins, Rashad Smith. Coach Clark, if you would, open his statement, and then we'll throw it open for questions to the players.
Well, it was just, I think our guys had a sense of history this week, and just felt so blessed to get in. We've had such a good year, and obviously we were all worried about would we make it in or not, and just the relief of getting an opportunity. And responded so well this week. This was obviously a Thanksgiving holiday with no school, and it was a chance for us to really, you say bond. I mean, I guess we've been together for quite a while now, all the way back to January, but just to be together all week and focusing on practice, and obviously we still had to do a little study hall during the week. But to be together, focus on nothing but football, and these guys responded so well. I mean, I think every day I kept telling them, I think this is one of our best practices, but you don't know till you come out and see the result. But the effort tonight, the execution, in every phase was terrific. Samford really had a good team, and I just thought we just really played well tonight. And but it was all three phases, and that's what I was really proud of.
Questions for the players?
This is for Coach. If you will, just talk about defensively. I mean, just really dominating, especially in the first half there. I believe you held them to like 17 yards. Just talk about that.
That go back to the EKU game. I think we're starting to understand what it takes for us to play defense. And I go back to last week, and we tell our guys all the time, we're just not big enough to not be totally balled in, total effort. But we had it. We had it this week. We had it in practice, and it just says who we can be. We can be if we put it all together. But it was just a great defensive effort, responding to all the different personnel groups that Samford uses. They got tempo, they got trick plays. A really good offense. You got a veteran quarterback, and we responded so well. And we're physical. We got off blocks. We tackled. Just a great effort by our defense.
Hey, Rashad, how aggressive was the pressure that you put on their quarterback early on, and how impressed were you to see what was happening out there, especially in the first half, while you were in it?
Well, we knew that he wasn't very mobile, so it was like, okay, we really got to get on top of him, because he really is a good player, and we've seen him complete some passes, and they were really close with Arkansas, so we knew we had to put the pressure onto him.
Eli, just talk about your night. Just seemed like everything was going well for you. Just talk about that.
We had a pretty good night. Then we had a pretty good game plan. Just stuck with it. Plays just fell into place like the practice. Coach Ross, he called the plays. We just executed. We had a good night.
This is the first playoff game JSU has won since 1992. I know a lot of you had to be babies the last time that happened.
I wasn't one.
What does it mean to be a part of something that special?
Any of you?
That's very special. Like you said, it's the first playoff win. Can't beat that. Everybody was excited. Everybody was bought in. We won that. Just got to focus on the next game. We got a 24-hour rule. We're going to focus on this for 24 hours, and after that,
Yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to the next one. After this, like, the energy, and I feel like this is going to bring everybody together. We're going to get something moving.
You were one, Eli? Is that what you said? You were one when they...
He wasn't born yet.
I was two.
Oh, you were two. Okay, you. Okay.
Nick?
This question is for Telvin. I want to ask you about the touchdown catch. Kind of made a move on the guy. It seemed like you made a move on him with your back to him. What did you see, when you were able to kind of turn around on him like that?
I saw him going to the shoulder that I made the move off of. So I just wanted to give him. I didn't even see the other defender that was coming to me. So I don't even know. I guess it's just a lucky play. So I just saw him on the outside. I knew he was going to bite on it, and he did. And I didn't know I was that close to the end zone either, but I saw like 4 yards and I had to go. So I was like, I'll just outrun it to the end zone.
I want to ask DeMarcus. I know you're a big guy. You bang inside. Seems like you get a lot of work done with that jump cut in between the tackles. Is that something that you've worked on, and how big of a part of your game is that?
I mean, sometimes I don't want to get hit, so I mean, you gotta get out of the way sometimes.
Calvin, I think this was your first one back since from the Eastern Kentucky game, I think, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
And clearly you played well with the touchdown, the catching and the running. How important was it to you to get your feet back into it right away after being out a couple of games?
It's very good for me to get back with my teammates after 2 weeks sitting out. 2 weeks, I had a lot of downtime to just think about what I've done this year and what I need to do for this team to make a big run in the playoffs. And I just wanted to come out and show what I can do to the coaches and show they still got a good player in me.
And for Coach Clark, Eli, and Rashad, would you just speak to how dominating a game this was for your team, Coach, overall, and for the two players on your two sides of the ball?
I'll start it out. It's just a great performance, and we try to be humble, but I want to brag on our coaches and players for, you go into a playoff game, there's, I guess, 125 teams, so Samford and us were one of 24 teams, and had total respect for them. They had a great year, and to really come out and play like we did, and just our energy and the focus, I just couldn't be happier for these guys and the coaches.
Eli, how about how dominating was the offense early?
We were very dominant. Came out fast. Coaches always preach starting off fast. I think we did that tonight. So.
I mean, we watched film and we realized they beat some really good teams out there and stuck real close to the ones they did lose. So we had respect for the players. We knew they had some really good players. I was actually pretty funny because I was looking at number 6 on their team, and he was making a lot of tackles. So we definitely was like, make sure we respected. And it's not. I know we played them back in the past, but they're a different team and they're a lot better. So we definitely watched the film and learned that. So we had to play hard all the entire time.
Coach, we won this game by a large margin. Tennessee State won theirs by a large margin. What does that say to how far this conference is coming from a football standpoint?
Well, I guess I feel a little better about what I was looking at. I really, when I came in and I was serious as I could be, that I saw good teams. I had been in the Sun Belt and seen good teams. That's all I saw in this league. There was no break week in, week out. Well-prepared teams, physically talented teams, and then to see it is, it makes me feel good. I wanted to vindicate our league for us getting a third team, and so we were playing for all of ourselves and our community. We also felt we were playing for our league, and so it was good to see both of us win, definitely.
One more question for the players. We'll let them go, and then Coach Clark will be available. Anything else? Guys, thank you.
All right, man.
Phil, you've had some big one-sided win, dominating kind of wins. Given the magnitude of this game, though, with playoffs, and y'all never won a playoff game before, and all that kind of stuff, to see what you saw on the field today, I don't know to ask you anything specific about what you thought about what you saw, but is it, I don't know, amazing? Describe that for me.
Yeah, I think that's the word. I don't think a coach ever sees that coming. I don't know any good coach. I don't know how you do. You just, every day you feel good about the preparation. You leave feeling like, I felt like we really had a great day. And every day I felt that. We probably backed off a little bit this week physically, just because we were still bunged up. More mental, more walkthrough, more video. And then, of course, we came out and just played physical, played fast. So, you feel good about your playing. Coaches have just put so much time in. But I think our guys this week, it was just a neat week. To have extra time with them, brought them in the morning, we'd do a little bit, and they'd do a study hall, and and come back in the afternoon and practice, but, you know, we had a Monday night football night, we went and saw a movie. I mean, it was truly those things as a coach that you don't get to do a lot, that just get to be with your players. And it was a fun week. And whatever happened, I felt like we had a really good week. So it was, to see it come out in the game is very satisfying.
Going forward, these people here, Samford, you knew something about, you see them, you read them in the papers, that kind of thing. How difficult or more difficult does it become now? Because you're going to go basically see some foreign folks where different kind of football, different league, different part of the country.
You know, I think the hardest thing is the fact they've had a week off, you know, and, but we feel like we're coming, you know, hopefully we're playing real well and get these few guys we got that got a little bunged up in this game, get all of them back. But hey, we're just glad to go the next week. I think you can tell our guys are excited. We do not feel satisfied in any way. We talked about this in the offseason, not being arrogant, but you know, our goal is to win a national championship. We said that since the day we got here. So I think you heard that in them. They're not arrogant in any way, but I mean, that's our goal. I mean, so part of that goal is to win this next game. And obviously, with them getting a bye, they're a great team, and don't know a lot about them, to be real honest with you. I mean, not really looked ahead at all, but we're just glad to get a chance, you know, take that next step, obviously.
Nick, do you have a question?
Yeah, obviously you built a 38-point lead, you set out 30 minutes to go there, obviously you missed that down. How big was that first play when you get the 6 or 7 yard touchdown?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, that's the thing as a coach, and it's such a catch-22 now, because you're not, I don't mean this bad, but you're not trying to run the score up, but there's so much offense out there now that somebody can catch back up. And you hear it all the time, this team had this lead and this other team came back. So we really talk a lot about being 0-0 at half, winner, you know, up or down, specifically when we're up. And I think that was a challenge for our guys, and that's what I've tried to get across to them since we've been here. We're going to keep coaching for 60 minutes. And I know sometimes our guys wonder why I'm not relaxed. And I tell them I relax when it's over. So we're trying to create this mindset of intensity. But to see them come out and do it in that first play, of course, you know, kind of helps seal the deal. Great first play.